Good morning. My name is Pablo Fernando Pulido Casallas. In this moment I am with a great teacher. His name is Alfredo Lopez. Hello Alfredo, could you tell us about you?
Yes, hello Pablo. As you said, my name is Alfredo. I am an English teacher. I am 27 years old, and well, it's a pleasure to be here. And just let's start with.
Okay, in this moment I am going to do some interesting questions about teacher development.
Okay.
The first is, have you heard about peer observation of teaching improvement?
Okay. Yes, I've heard about it. I think peer observation for teaching improvement means teachers observing other teachers while they teach, that is observing another teacher in the like doing his job, so that you can take advantage of what he does to your own improvement.
Okay, so do you, as a teacher, think observing another teacher's class could help you improve your own teaching?
Yes, I actually think it is possible because when you are not like in the front of the class, you don't have to lead the class, then it is easier for you as an spectator to realize how the development of the class goes. So if you can see another teacher like applying his method, then you can take ideas from his method and correct them, see the mistakes to your own development, to your own growing.
Oh, okay, that's perfect. And would you allow another teacher to be present observing your classes?
Well, that is a very complex question because nobody wants to be watched, to be observed while teaching. Sometimes it can be a bit uncomfortable to like to see another colleague like watching how you teach and like trying to see the mistakes of your teaching to his own improvement. So it can be kind of strange on that side, but on the other hand, well, you can take a lot of advantage when you are the one observing. So
Okay, I agree. So, now let's go to talk about teaching journal.
okay, teaching journals.
Do you have a teaching journal?
Well, actually, I do not have one because of the lot of work I do. It is sometimes kind of hard to be always like writing on it and that, but I do know what it is.
And do you know the advantage of having one?
Yes, well, from my point of view, the advantages of a teaching journal is that with a teaching journal you can omit the peer observation. Why? Because it's not like another teaching observing your class, but you being like aware of your own development of the class, of the lesson. So you can realize how the lesson works and like take into account the little things that happen through the development of your class, so you can correct them and see how things work to your own improvement.
Okay. And could you implement one?
Well, a teaching journal, I would like to implement one because it will help me to be more organized with how I teach, to realize how I develop the activity of teaching. But actually, it is kind of hard because of my lack of time. Anyway, it's a good method. I think it's a good idea, but in my opinion, in my own case, it's kind of hard to apply one.
Okay, that's correct. And do you in your profession carry a teaching portfolio?
A teaching portfolio. Okay. Well, first of all, I have to say that it is mandatory to have a teaching portfolio. It is the evidence of your working. The coordinators and the school directions are going to ask you uh, for carrying one. So it is mandatory. I have to say it. Yes.
And is it for?
Well, the teaching portfolio is it's a document in which you can have like the summary of your classes, like the evaluation of your students, the materials that you create, the materials that you take from another books, the all what all the things that are included in the class, in the development of the course. That's it.
And finally, how it is organized?
Well, first of all, it has like a summarize of the objectives of the class. It has some letters of references. It has some transcripts. You have to have there some student testimonials, some materials, and of course the evaluations you apply to your students.
Okay, that's all. Thanks for your time.